everyone, my name's Taylor. I'm a 21-year-old student here at the University of Florida. I'm a senior, and I'm here to talk a little bit about my journey with my mental health and what it means to me. So, mental health affects everyone. It's not just for people who have a mental disorder. And I think that, moving away to college, moving away from your family, your mental health changes in a lot of ways, and it did for me. I have a mental disorder that I've had ever since I was a kid, and I think it started affecting me the most when I went off to college. I have agoraphobia, which is an anxiety disorder. Not a lot of people know about it, but basically, briefly, it's the fear of situations that you can't escape, and the facet of agoraphobia that I have is it's a fear of wide open spaces. So, for example, a beach, how there's not a lot of things around you, it's just, the sand and the water and everything's really wide open. So that, or for UF students, it would be like standing in the middle of the football field or standing in the O'Connell Center, the basketball stadium. All of those places are really big and wide open, and basically anyone who has agoraphobia or has that facet of agoraphobia, they panic in those situations being there, just being in those wide open spaces. And I don't really know why it happens, and sometimes it's kind of embarrassing, A group of friends might want to go out to the beach or something, and then you have to be the one to say, I don't really want to go there because, I have this condition X, Y, and Z. And I think most of the time I'm met, with kind of a cold shoulder. People will say, oh, well, then just don't come. Or you're just looking for attention. That's not a real thing. And of course it's hurtful, when people don't understand or people don't believe what you're saying, and it affects you so much when you're in that situation. I think that's been the hardest thing about having to deal with this and having to be in those situations. But, having to deal with that backlash from other people, it hurts, just as much. Because for a lot of people, it's something that they can't control. So, for someone to tell you, oh, you're just making it up, or, oh, it really doesn't affect you as much as you say it does, it's definitely hurtful. So, I think that the reason why I really wanted to get treatment and really, find help for it was I started doing a lot of research on, mental illnesses and mental health, things like that. And then I became, a little more understanding of myself and understanding of other people who also suffer from mental illnesses. And I think that that was a step in the right direction, because I realized that, receiving help for something is not a weakness. It's actually your strength. Sometimes we need help, and that doesn't make us weak people. The thing that really pushed me to receive treatment and to help myself was that I'm actually graduating in April. I'll be graduating at UF's O'Connell Center, which is basically the big basketball stadium that I was talking about earlier. And it's very big on the inside, and of course I have that overarching feeling of dread, that I just don't want to be there and that I can't be there, and, my hands get sweaty and I'll start to panic and things like that. And I considered actually not going to my own graduation because I didn't want to be there, and I didn't want to have to deal with it, or, to get up in the middle of graduation and have to leave. So I think that, realizing that, I came these 4 years, accomplishing something really great for myself, and I wanted to show, I wanted to have something to show for it, so I wanted to graduate. And I think that's what really pushed me. The way that I help myself, I have gone to seek treatment for it professionally, and that has helped me quite a bit. But another way that I kind of keep myself grounded is honestly to just do the things that I love and I make time for myself. A lot of people say that they don't have time, to take care of their mental health. But I think that once you make that time and you really dedicate yourself to doing things that you like, going out and having a cup of coffee, or going out and being in the outdoors, whatever it may be, once you take that time for yourself, it helps you immensely. The advice that I can give to anyone, having a mental illness or not having a mental illness, is that, you don't really know what people are going through. And I think that when you notice that someone is struggling, it helps so much to just reach out to them. Whether or not you know them very well, it shows that you care, and it shows that they are important. So I think that reaching out to someone is really, really special. I wish someone would have reached out to me. So I'm sure that you know someone in your life that may be exhibiting signs of emotional suffering, and I'm sure that they want someone to reach out to them too, because it could lead them a step in the right direction, receiving professional help for themselves, or maybe even doing things at home that may help them. So that is my advice to everyone. You don't know what someone's going through, so being able to reach out to someone will help in the long